we've learned so far in O month. We've learned some pretty great things. We've learned a lot about O. O is not an easy letter to spell because it has so many different sounds and a lot of different spellings of a single sound. So like the sound O, the long O sound, it can be spelled in so many different ways. It can be spelled with just a single O if there's another vowel in the next one or two spots. It can be spelled with an OE. It can be spelled with an OA. It could be spelled with an OW. It can be spelled with an O, consonant, final silent E. But as long as that first O has another vowel in the next one or two spots, it will spell the long O sound. When you're spelling the short O sound, you have to make sure that there are two consonants after it. If there's not two, double the next letter. Because a short O with that intentionally dropped jaw, ah, requires two consonants after it. All right. We've also learned that when O is toward the end, that's the first requirement of a multisyllable word with a consonant after it, then that O will say the schwa sound and say That's a drop. That's a hanging jaw versus a dropped jaw. Hanging jaw just uses no muscles. That produces the schwa sound. No muscles are needed. Intentionally dropping your jaw will produce the short O sound. Versus So it's all about the mouth shape. And it will make that schwa sound when it's toward the end of that longer word with a consonant after it. All right, what else have we learned? We've learned that oi has two different spellings. Oi in the beginning and middle is spelled O-I. I'm going to just put this in the Q&A because this is going to be in our first couple words here. So O-I is for the beginning and middle of words, like oil or toil. O-Y spells the exact same sound, but at the end of words, like boy and toy. Okay, are you ready? And if this is your first time, I'm going to go nice and slow as we review what we've learned this month, okay? All right, let me share my screen. And I'm going to move you to right there. All right. Our first word that we're going to spell together is boy pro. Boy pro. You might be tempted to spell boy pro by putting the word boy in there because you hear boy. But this is how you spell it when it's by itself, not when you hear it inside a longer word, because this is the spelling of oi at the end. Boy pro has the oi spelling in the middle, which uses the oi. So boy pro, our sounds are b, oi, p, o. Consonants. B, oi, p, o. Vowels. Here's that oi in the middle, so we use oi. O at the end is often, usually I should say, spelled with just a single O. Okay, there's boy pro. Your word without me is doibro. Doibro. D, oi, b, o. Doibro. Go ahead, put it in the Q&A. Doibro. How would you spell doibro? Doibro. Nice, Fatima. Julie, it was probably hard to hear that middle sound right here, this consonant. It's a b, like boy or brick. Yeah, good, Levi. Nice, Rowan. Good, Julie. Nice, Cameron. Yes, Sheldon. Very good, Monica. Doibro. So our consonants are d, oi, b, o. Vowels. Oi in the middle is spelled O-I. O at the end is a single O usually. Beautiful. You're off to a great start. All right, next. Donbloy. Together. Donbloy. D, a, n, b, o, oi. Consonants. D, a, n, b, o, oi. Vowels, ah. For ah, do we put a O or an A? A lot of people just want to go straight for the A, but I want you to go straight for the O. A only says ah in, I think, 6, it's probably more than that, but only in a few certain instances that I'll teach you. If the next letter is a W or a U or L or an R, or if the letter before it is a QU or a W, that's the only time the A is going to say ah. So usually when you're spelling the ah sound, you're going to use an O. Can this O say ah here? Yes, it can, because there are 2 consonants after it. So it's perfect. You don't have to double the end. You don't have to do anything because there's already 2 consonants there. And then what's our word? Oh, Don Bloy. All right, so oi at the end is spelled O-Y. So here we have oi at the end. Here we have oi in the middle. 2 different spellings for the exact same sound based on where they are in the word. Beginning and middle, oi. End, oi. Okay? If you have a question, throw it in the Q&A. I'll be happy to answer it for everybody. Your word without me is flantoy. Flantoy. F-l ah nt oi. Flantoy. Flantoy. We are spelling the nonsense word flantoy. Beautiful. Monica, I need one more letter right here. Flan, with my mouth open. Flantoy. Good, Cameron. Yes. Good, Rowan. Nice, Fatima. Nice, Sheldon. Flantoy. Yeah. Beautiful, everybody. So our consonants are f, ul, ah, n, t, oi. Vowels. Ah, we always try a single O. Can it say ah there? Yes, it can. Stop, we're done. Doesn't need anything else. Oi at the end is spelled O-Y. Oi at the end is spelled O-Y. Okay. Good. Very good, Monica. All right, next. Our word is going to be glossoido. Together, glossoido. K, l, ah, s, oi, d, o. 3-syllable word. We've got this. Consonants. K, l, ah, s, oi, d, o. Vowels. Ah, we go for that O, right? However, can that O say ah there? Not yet. It would say O if I left it like this, because there's a vowel 1 or 2 doors down. If I want that to say ah, we need to double the S. It must have 2 consonants after it in order for it to make it short sound. Oi in the middle is spelled O-I. O at the end is usually a single O. Glossoido. Okay, your word. Oh, Anita, no problem. We're using the Q&A. We're using the Q&A to communicate back and forth. Yeah, you're perfect. All right, your word without me is grapoimo. Grapoimo, with my mouth closed at the end. G-r-a-p-o-i-m-o. Grapoimo. I am so happy that my neighbor has a fun hobby that he enjoys that requires sanding and woodwork. I'm so happy for him. I'm a little sad for us though, because it might make it a little hard. I'm talking right here into the mic, so hopefully what I hear outside doesn't come through as loud for you as it does for me, and hopefully you can still hear me as I hope that you can. It's not that bad. Good. Then he can just be happy doing his thing. Okay, grapoimo. I'm seeing a lot of really beautifully spelled words. So let's go through our consonants. We have g, r, a, p, oi, m, o. Vowels. Ah. I want this O to say ah. Can it there? No, that would say O because there's a vowel 1 or 2 doors down. If I want that to say ah, I need it to make its short sound. Then I need to double that P. Okay? Oi in the middle is spelled with an O-I. Oi at the end, like up here, is spelled with an O-I. Y. O-Y is for the end. O-I is for the middle. Middle, middle, middle. And then O at the end is spelled with just a single O, usually. Okay, gra poimo. All right, let's try shoten together. Shoten. So we have sh, o, t, n. Consonants. Sh, o, t, n. Vowels. I want this O to say O. Can it? Yes. So stop. We don't have to do anything else. It already can say its long sound because there's a vowel 1 or 2 doors away, the tap 2 rule. Now what about this shoten? Shoten. You might be tempted to put a U there. However, when you hear that short U sound, that's toward the end of a longer word with a consonant after it, it's often going to be an O, sometimes an A. But usually it'll be an O, especially if that last letter is an N. Shoten. So keep that in mind. If the last letter is an N or an M or a P, that schwa sound, it's going to be spelled by an O. Okay? Usually. So your word without me is gopum. Gopum. G-O-P-A-M. Gopum with my lips closed at the end. Gopum with my lips closed at the end. It's tempting to put a U right here to spell the sound, isn't it? Because that is so common. However, when it's toward the end of a longer word and there's a consonant after it, especially if that last consonant is an N or an M or a P, that is going to be spelled with an O. That spells the schwa sound. The schwa sound sounds exactly like a short U. This says and this says as in up or blossom. Those two words, that U is saying the exact same sound as this O. Up and blossom. This is a schwa. This is a short U. Okay, what was that? Gopum, yeah. With my lips closed at the end. So our consonants are G, O, P, A, M. Vowels. O, we don't need an OA, we don't need an OW, we don't need an OE, we don't need anything because there's already a companion vowel in the next 1 or 2 spots. We know because we dotted it before we spelled the vowels. That's how we know how to spell the vowels. And in this it might be tempting to put a U right there, but we've learned, or you're learning now, that when you hear an sound toward the end of a longer word with a consonant at the end like that, it's usually going to be spelled with an O, especially when that last letter is an M or an N or a P. It's a lot of information, but the more you hear it, the deeper it will sink into your long-term memory. All right, try this one without me. Kroppen. Kroppen. K-r-a-p-a-n. Kroppen. And my mouth is open at the end like Nancy. Kroppen. 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 Ooh, nice, Cameron. Beautiful, Julie. Levi, give me one more letter and you'll have it. Kroppen. Oh, so close, so close. Right here. Anita is going to be very similar to this word. Cropun. And then that last letter is an N. I'm going to give that to you because it sounds so much like an M. Yes, good, Sheldon. Nice, Fatma. Excellent, Levi. Well, I couldn't fool you on this one. I didn't give you any hints. I just said go for it, and you did brilliantly. Cropun. Consonants. K, ah, p, n, ah. You knew that in order for that to say ah, you had to double the P. Beyond brilliant right there. And then you also know that this O spelled the schwa sound because it's toward the end of a multisyllable word with a consonant at the end. So now you know why these two O's say two different things in the same word. It's not a mystery anymore. You know that this one says ah because of those two P's. You know that this one says because of where it is in the word. Now, just for fun, what would that word have said with only one P? Now, that O can no longer say ah, it would have to say O. So now that word is cropen. Cropen. What would that word have said without the N? What is that word? Cropo. Cropo. Oh, gotcha, Monica. Now, what would that word say with two P's? Croppo. Croppo. Brilliant. All right, one more. Let's see, we're running a little low on time. How about the word tropoi? Tropoi. Oi. Go for it. Tropoi. How would you spell tropoi? Levi, give me one more letter and you'll have it, my friend. Nice, Cameron. Tropoi. I can't make these words hard enough for you guys. Beautiful, Monica. Nice, Levi. Nice, Julie. Excellent, Rowan. Tropoi. You're better spellers than you think you are. You are definitely better spellers than you think you are. All right. Anita, give me one more letter. In order for that O to say ah, it has to have two consonants after it. If there's not two, make two by doubling the next letter. Okay, tropoi, consonants. T, ah, p, oi. Ah. In order for this O to say ah, we have to double the P. Now it can say its short sound and say ah. Oi at the end is spelled O-Y. Every single person got that. That's brilliant. You know now that when to use O-I versus when to use O-Y. Brilliant. All right, just for fun, what would that word have said with only one P? Tropoi. Tropoi. What would it say without the R? Topoi. What would it say with no R and two P's? Topoi. Brilliant. You guys are getting better at reading and at spelling. Better than you think you are. I'm pretty confident because I can see your answers coming through and they are either spot on or they are so close. You're doing better than you probably even realize. I'm excited. Hopefully I'll see you over in the reading class in the next few seconds. Otherwise, have a great night and we'll see you on Wednesday. Bye, everybody.